Hello students, we are doing here the question which is based on case study. The question here is, consider a conductor having finite resistance. A steady potential difference V is maintained between the ends A and B of the conductor. The end A of the conductor is connected to the positive terminal of the battery and is at higher potential than the end B, which is connected to negative terminal of the battery. A steady current I flows through the conductor when a charge Q moves from A to B in time t. The current in the conductor is given by I is equals to Q by T. In moving from A to B, the charge has to do work which is given by W is equals to Q into V, where W is work, Q is charge, V is potential difference. This work represents decrease in electric potential energy of the charge. The principle of conservation of energy tells us this energy is transformed from electrical energy to some other form of energy. If the conductor is a metal or pure resistance, then the energy appears as heat in metal, which is given by H is equals to Q into V, that is charge into potential. VIT means potential into current into time. I square RT or V square T by R. And the power associated with transfer of heat is P is equals to heat upon time, which is equals to VI I square R V square upon R. So the question says that here we are having a conductor of finite resistance which is connected with a potential difference V. The end A is with a positive end and B is negative. A is at higher potential, B is at lower potential. So when charge moves from A to B, it has to do some work, and the current in the conductor is given by charge upon time, and the work is given by charge into potential. And when this work means it is decrease in potential energy. When the charge is moving, it is doing work, means the potential energy is decreasing. And if this is a charge is flowing in a pure metal or a pure resistor, then this loss of potential energy is in the form of heat in metals, which is given by charge into potential VIT I square RT V square by R into T, and the power associated with the transfer of heat is P is equals to H upon T VI I square R or equals to V square upon R. So the question 1 over here, the end A of metallic conductor is connected to the positive terminal and B of the conductor is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. Then the free electrons move from A to B. Option B, the free electrons move from B to A. Option C, the electron lose potential energy as they move in the conductor. Option D, the electron gain potential energy as they move in the conductor. So now for the part 1 of the question, we can say the electron always move from negative terminal to positive terminal, and the negative terminal is B and positive terminal is A. So option B will be the correct. And when electron is moving, here we solve this question. So for question number 1, electron move from negative to positive terminal. Therefore, from B to A, for which option B is correct. At the same time, work is done. Therefore, there is loss in potential energy, and that is option C. So option C is also correct. So we move back to the question. Options B is the free electron move from B to A, and option C is also correct, that is the electron lose potential energy as they move in the conductor. Now question 2. A constant potential difference is maintained between the ends of metallic conductor as the electron move from one end of the conductor to the another. Option A, their kinetic energy increases and potential energy decreases. Option B, their kinetic energy decreases and potential energy increases. Option C, their kinetic energy increases but potential energy remains unchanged. Option D, the potential energy decreases but kinetic energy remains unchanged. Now we see for this part, as we know, when electron move or when charge moves, work is done. Work is done, and to do work, potential energy decreases, kinetic energy remains same, because electrons move with constant drift velocity. So for this part of the question, option D is correct option. So option D is a correct answer. So we see in the question now. So option D is their potential energy decreases but kinetic energy remains unchanged. Now in the third question, a potential difference V is applied across resistance R causes a current I to flow through the resistance. In which of the following cases is the rate at which electrical energy is converted to thermal energy the maximum? Option A, V is doubled, R is unchanged. Option B, R is doubled with V unchanged. Option C, R is doubled with I unchanged. Option D, both R and V are doubled. Now we will solve for this part number 3. Now for case A, power is equals to potential is doubled, V square upon resistance is same. So this becomes 4 V square upon R, or that is equals to 4P. We make it P dash. Now for case B, P dash will be equals to, now potential is same but resistance is doubled. That is 1 upon 2 V square upon R, that is equals to P by 2. Now in C option, P dash is equals to, in this case, it has been said current is same. So power is I square into R, but resistance is doubled. So this becomes 2I square R, which is equals to 2 times P. And in option D part of this question, P dash is equals to, now in this case we are said that potential is also doubled and resistance is also doubled. So this becomes 4 upon 2 V square by R, that is equals to 2P. So we see the rate of production of heat is minimum in option B, that is P by 2. Therefore answer for this part is option B. So now we see in the question. So the correct option for this part is B option. But we are asked here is the maximum. Maximum is for A option, not for the B option, because maximum is 4p. Maximum is 4p, so for maximum the option will be A. So here we make it correction, the option over here will be A option. That is maximum. Now in the fourth part of the question, in question 3 above, in which of the four cases A, B, C and D, the rate of conversion of electrical energy into thermal energy is least? So we have seen here in question part 4, least is B case. So directly we can solve it from the above portion. Option will be B, that is least. So here we put the answer. The least is for B part. Now for fifth part of the question, a uniform wire is connected across the mains. It dissipates power P. The wire is now cut into two equal pieces which are then joined in parallel. If this combination is connected across the mains, the power dissipation will be option A P by 4, option B P by 2, option C 2 times P, and option D 4P. Now here we consider, now this is part 5. For complete length of wire, let resistance is equals to R. Therefore, power will be equals to V square by R. Now wire is cut into two equal parts. So if this length was 2L, now the wire is of length L and another wire is also of length L. So resistance of each part will be equals to R by 2 because resistance is directly proportional to length of the wire. Now they are connected in parallel. This is R by 2 and this is also R by 2. So 1 upon Rp is equals to 2 by R plus 2 by R, that is equals to 4 by R. So net resistance becomes R by 4. Now potential is same. Now this parallel combination is connected to the same main supply. Therefore power is equals to P dash is V square by Rp, that is equals to V square upon R by 4, that is equals to 4 times V square by R, or that is equals to 4 times P. So the power consumed is 4 times B, hence option D is the correct option. Option D. Now we see in the question. Right. So option D is 4 times the power. So this is how we solve case study questions. For more questions, do check out my other videos.